Hello everyone, FB here to bring you a cast of the ESL Autumn Rally Cup 2014 Grand Final. The cup this format got, this cup got is that it tries to simulate a real-life rally. So for this cup, that means that you play in a location which is called Angel Lakes Rally, and that contains 4 stages. Each player will get 1 attempt on each stage, and the winner will be the player with the best overall time after all 4 stages have been played. And the 4 players that qualified to this grand final were Marseille9, Riolu, Voyager, and Joy&Ko. And in the prize pot is an achievement on ESL's website for first place, as well as premium awarded to top 3. And the 4 players are currently doing a warm-up round, and once this warm-up round is over, the first player will drive. And the seeding, if you will, is based on how well the players did on the previous day. This is the 3rd out of 3 days, sort of like qualification phases. So top 4 in day 2 qualified to this grand final. And since Marseille9 did best on day 2, he will start last on all 4 stages. I believe Joy&Ko will start first, then Voyager, then Riolu, and then lastly Marseille9. So each player will drive alone, and pretty much how it's done in real life rally as well. So currently the players are doing a warm-up round here, and then Joy&Ko will start off this grand final. So we start on the first stage of the Angel Lakes Rally, and the map is made by Voodoo. I'll put on some audio as well, so you can hear the cars. So yeah, this is of course played in off-road, and for those who have played Valley, you know that it is quite difficult to play good on this surface. The cars are very sensitive, and you gotta have a lot of precision. But anyways, that is the end of the warm-up. So we will see the first player driving, Joy&Ko. So let's follow him. And of course, since it's rally, the map is also pretty long, just like in real life rally, but not as long. I guess it's a bit longer in real life. Here it's about 2 minutes, I believe. So Joy&Ko is on his way through the first couple of turns. So far so good. I'd say you probably want to take it a bit safer. You don't want to take too huge risks, because if you crash, then you're gonna lose a lot of time, and you only get 1 attempt. So it's very important here that you don't do any silly mistakes. And so far so good. Up on the road here again, but just for a brief moment. And so far looking pretty good, I think. I haven't spotted any major mistakes. Of course, I haven't really played much Valley. Only played through the solo campaign, so don't know too much about the game. Ooh. Scary landing there, but Joy&Ko was able to recover from it. Well, oh, it's gonna lose his grip there a bit though. I believe that was a mistake. Then we have another one of these road turns. Some uphills and a downhill. But still without major mistakes though, so not too shabby. It's a big jump here. We might be closing in on the end now. I think this might be the last turn. Yes, it is. So Joy&Ko sets a time of 1:54.35. I'll make a note of that, so I got the time. Alright, so the second player is Voyager. So let's see if he can beat Joy&Ko's time. Of course, it is an advantage to start last, and we do see Voyager crashing. It's gonna lose quite some time with that. He's off to a rough start. See if he can come back from that. And didn't really see any mistakes from Joy&Ko, so Voyager definitely behind right now. Let's see if he can. Oh no, he's gonna make another mistake, and he's on his back, and that's gonna be the end. I think he can respawn. Okay, so respawn is allowed, but that's a huge time loss there for Voyager. So he's not gonna be able to beat his opponent on the first map, at least, or the first stage. Continues to make mistakes here. Might not be as trained. It's possible. But of course, can still make a comeback on the other 3 tracks, because it's your total time that will count. So you never know what will happen. You only get 1 attempt, so it's very likely that you'll see some big mistakes from the other players as well. And knowing how hard it is to be consistent in this type of track, I'd say it's not impossible for Voyager to still not finish last, at least. So he's gonna set a time of 2:05.77, and with that is, of course, behind Joy&Ko. So the third player is Riolu. See how well he will do. Good start, at least. Of course, I can't see how if he's ahead or behind Joy&Ko's time right now. That would probably help a bit. Oh, he will stumble there a bit, where Voyager also did the same. Avoids crashing here at least. Looking pretty good so far. Haven't seen a single mistake. Looks like the world record here is 150.34. Probably by one of these 4 players. And here's the ending for Riolu, who will take over the lead, 151.66. So let's note that down as well. So that is the time that Marseille9 wants to beat. And he's gonna start his attempt now. He was in spec mode. So we'll have to wait. Not sure what's going on right now. Okay, Marseille9 is on the server now, so yeah, okay, he's off. So the last player will set his time now on the first stage out of 4 stages in total. Marseille 9, of course, with the advantage here since he can drive and compare his times on the others. He will always start last because of taking first place in day 2 of this tournament. And use camera 3 in Valley. See how sensitive the controls are, especially on this off-road surface. Really gotta be careful. And I believe keyboard is not a good idea. I think you definitely want to use a gamepad or maybe even a joystick for this. But yeah, looks pretty good here from Marseille 9. I do think though that Riolu's time was pretty good. I mean, do see a small mistake there from Marseille 9, I think at least. He might not have lost that much time, but he did hit the side of the road. But yeah, 151 by Riolu is actually, I think, a pretty solid time considering the world record is 150, so... Might be tough here for Marseille 9 to defeat his teammate as he's closing in on the finish line. Here we go. Marseille 9, 153.90, far away from Riolu's time. So Riolu is gonna be in the lead after one map played. So the next stage will be loaded now, and the players will do one warm-up. That's all they get though. So here's the second stage. We'll have a warm-up round. So yeah, for those who are tuning in right now, this is the grand final of ESL Autumn Rally Cup, day 3 out of 3. And the format for this is that you play on 4 stages on a location which is called Angel Lakes Rally, and then you get 1 attempt on each stage, and your total time will be your ranking as well. So it's trying to simulate the real-life rally. So if you're familiar with that, then you know the format for this as well. And after 1 stage played, we got Riolu in the lead. He set a time of 151.66. Marseille 9 is at second, set a time of 153.90. And then we got Joy&Ko at third, 154.35, and Voyager is at fourth, 205.77, making quite a lot of mistakes and also had to respawn. I may not be able to keep track of the scores after the second map though, but I'll do my best. Alright, so that's the end of the warm-up, and we will continue. And as always, Joy&Ko will start. And this is based on how well the players did on day 2. So So Joy&Ko first off. And had a pretty much flawless run on the first stage. Wasn't really driving that risky though. Let's see how we will do on the second stage. It's a good start. No mistakes. Seems to have a pretty good pace. And I think it might be worth it to be very safe in this format. Because you only get one attempt, so you really gotta make sure that you don't make any crashes or anything like that. I think I can definitely see here that Joy&Ko is perhaps not driving as risky as, say, Riolu, but still doing pretty well, and he is at second place, but not so sure he will be anymore. We'll have to respawn. I think that respawn was pretty close by though, so didn't lose too much time, I guess, but yeah, still lost a couple of seconds. It's very hard to drive on this surface. Anyone who's played this game knows that. Gotta be very precise. Closing in on the ending now, I think. Here's ending, and Joy&Ko will set a time of 1:57.46. So we'll note that down. And next up will be Voyager, who respawned on the first map. So now this gives Voyager a chance to catch up to Joy&Ko. So let's see if you can take advantage of that. Ah, landed a bit too much to the left. But otherwise, this looks pretty good, I think. Seems like he had more speed here than Joy&Ko. That looked like a good turn. Seems to be a bit more comfortable on this stage compared to the first one. And I guess maybe have passed the part where Joy&Ko respawned. Getting closer to it. Alright, nearing the end now. This will be a better time than Joy&Ko. 1:53.78. So with that, Voyager... no, he's still behind Joy&Ko actually, because of his much lower time on the first stage. So Joy&Ko still ahead of Voyager, as Riolu will start his attempt. The current leader. Seems to be driving fast in the beginning. Definitely think this is faster than Voyager right now. The world record here seems to be 151. I wouldn't be surprised if it is by Riolu. So yeah, I guess Voyager's time was pretty decent. About 2 seconds behind that. But this seems to be a faster time. Ooh, almost landed too much to the left there. I think he lost quite a lot here. I might be incorrect, but it looked like a mistake there from Riolu. But anyways, still on a good pace. Will he beat Voyager? I think so. 151.41. He's actually gonna get a new Dedireck, so yeah, that was pretty good. So with that, Riolu looking strong at first place. Mars A9, even if he beats Riolu's time here, will be behind, I believe, because he was about 2 seconds behind Riolu's time on the first stage. But he wasn't that much ahead of Joy&Ko, so if he wants to keep his second place, he needs to do well. Although Joy&Ko did respawn, so gives a bit of room to Mars A9. Mars A9 did win day 2, so shows that he's a worthy opponent, but it's also possible that Riolu did not practice as much for that one, or that he did some mistakes. It's hard to say. I did not cover that day, so I don't really know the history of this cup. What's happened in the past. But yeah, so far no major mistakes here from Mars A9. Still, I think he's keeping a slower pace than Riolu. Landed a bit awkwardly there, I think. Could have kept the speed a bit more. Has to slow down here as well, so gonna lose some time with that. Let's see, it's not gonna be faster than Riolu, but what will his time be? 153.16. So Voyager actually beat Mars A9 on the second stage. Let's see here. I don't see the time anymore. Wait until the next map. 153.162. Alright. So, third stage now, and once again the players will make a warm-up round. Riolu is in the lead, and with quite a lot as well. I think he's probably gonna win this one unless he blunders and respawns maybe once or twice. Mars A9 is at second place still, even though Voyager... Actually, Voyager did not have a faster time. No, Mars A9 did have a faster time on the second map as well. But yeah, of course, Voyager had a terrible first stage, so he's at last place. Joy&Ko is at third. That's the current ranking right now. 2 more stages left to be played. Seems to be a bit more road on this one. Interesting. I guess that could also be rally. Doesn't always have to be on the off-road. Well, the problem is that the players also set times in the warm-up round, so I can't look at the local records because of that. I think the times will also count in warm-up, not sure. Also, they could have played this on the server before as well, not sure either about that. Anyways, that is the end of the warm-up round, so let's start this third stage now. On the location Angel Lakes Rally by Voodoo. And Joy&Ko will begin once again. Currently at the third place. Ahead of Voyager, but behind Marseille 9 and Riolu. Oh, okay, it doesn't. Well, never mind then. I guess I can look at local records. But I did think I saw like a 151 by Marseille 9 on the previous one, and he said at a time of 153, so I don't know. Maybe that was the Diddy. Joy&Ko looking to not respawn this time on the second stage. And with that, had the slowest time out of the 4 players. Look into camera 3 once again. Oh, will hit the side of the wall as he enters the road. So we'll lose some time with that, 1 or maybe 2 seconds. But still better than respawning, that's for sure. And this time is 153.63. So not too bad, I think, despite that crash. Next up is Voyager. Still at last place. And I think it's gonna be hard for him to pass Joy&Ko on this map, after this map as well, because well, he was almost 10 seconds behind on the first stage, so it's an uphill battle here for Voyager for sure. He needs to rely on the other players to respawn, similar to what he did on the first stage. So far so good here for Voyager. Reached the halfway mark. That's the part where Joy&Ko crashed. Voyager will not. And I think he will have a faster time. But let's see with how much. 150.14. Pretty good run there. The dead is 149, so I think that was a pretty good time from Voyager. Caught up to Joy&Ko with 3 seconds. But I still think he is behind though. Yeah, he should be behind, I think. Because he was about 9 seconds behind Joy&Ko's time on the first stage. So Voyager is still at last place. But maybe after the 4th stage he can pass at least Joy&Ko. Here's Riolu. The current leader has won the 2 first stages with very good times. He seems to be ready for this grand final. Still, I think it might be pretty difficult to beat Voyager's time. Definitely cannot save it here. We'll do a wall hit there. Interesting. I don't know if Voyager did it. Can't remember. Yeah, sometimes it's faster to just go full speed into a wall like that. It's not just in Valley. It's also the case in Stadium. Yeah, I guess not in Canyon though. Maybe sometimes in Canyon as well. I think I remember hitting the wall sometimes in that game. Avoids the wall here. Exits with quite a lot of speed, I think. Should still be on a good pace as he's nearing the end. What will his time be? Will he beat Voyager? 150.30. He will not beat Voyager. Voyager will have a faster time than Riolu. That is interesting. But still, a solid effort there from Riolu for sure. And he's of course still in the lead, despite what Marseille can do in this, because he's about 4 seconds behind Riolu right now, and I don't think he can catch up that much on this track. And it's still quite far ahead of Joy&Ko. So Marseille looking to take 2nd place right now. But needs to avoid any major crashes here on this 3rd stage, and then also do good on the 4th one. So a lot can still happen. Okay. Mania Planet decides to switch to the player that joined the server for some reason. Would like to see that fixed. Marseille I think didn't go for the wall hit there. I think that was the turn. So he's taking it a bit safer, but seems like Riolu did actually not do it the most optimal way. So Marseille might actually take 1st place here. Will lose his grip there going into the road. Will not have as much speed, so I don't think that's gonna be the case. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a 151. We'll see if I'm right. Of course, based on not making any more mistakes. Here's the end. 151.77. So yeah, a couple of mistakes there by Marseille. So that's the end of the 3rd out of 4th stage, and currently we got Riolu in the lead, and unless he makes any major mistakes here on the 4th stage, he is also gonna be the winner. We'll do a warm-up round for the last time. Yeah, Voyager says he's still last, but maybe after this track he can pass Joy&Ko at least. but I still think he's about 3 or 4 seconds behind Joy&Ko. I could be wrong about that, but it's a couple of seconds at least. So it's gonna be still difficult for Voyager to avoid that last place. Oh, actually, we get the scores here by the admin. So we see Riolu with the fastest all time, 5 minutes 33 seconds. Then Marseille 9 at second, 5 minutes 38 seconds. Joy&Ko is at 5 minutes 45 seconds, and Voyager 5 minutes 49 seconds. So yeah, right now it looks like these will be also the placements after this last stage. As long as the players avoids crashing and respawning. Oh, thanks Royal for subscribing. We also see that the stages have different moods. I think this is sunrise, perhaps? Alright, that's the end of the last warm-up round, so let's end off this final now. The last stage, Joy&Ko will start first. I don't think he can go up to second place or first place. He's gonna look at defending his third place. I should write down the total scores here real fast as well, so I know them. Whoops, what happened there? Server restarted. Not sure what happened there, but I guess we will just restart that round. But anyway, so Riolu in the lead with 5 minutes 33 seconds, Marseille 9 at second with 5 minutes 38 seconds, Joy&Ko at third with 5 minutes 45 seconds, and then we got Voyager with 5 minutes 49 seconds. So Joy&Ko about 4 seconds ahead of Voyager. As long as he avoids respawning, he will take third place. It's 7 seconds behind Marseille 9, so that's gonna be tough to beat. Let's watch him in camera 3 once again, because I find it quite entertaining. Slow down a bit there at the exit, otherwise he would have hit the wall. Ah, landed a bit awkwardly. It's gonna lose some time with that. Oh, and loses his grip here as well. Couple of mistakes by Joy&Ko right now. See if he can have a better second half. Oh no, he's gonna respawn! Another respawn from Joy&Ko, and this opens up for Voyager to actually go up to third place. If you can set a decent time without respawning, then the possibility is definitely there. Still, 4 seconds is quite a lot. But at least there is a chance now. So Voyager will have nothing to lose. 157.82 by Joy&Ko. So let's see now. Can Voyager beat this time with 4 seconds? That's what he needs to do. is also off to a good start. Voyager, oh, will actually hit the wall there, I think. So minor mistake from Voyager, but yeah, it did show that he is definitely a good Valley player by having the fastest time on the third stage. So it's a bit unfortunate that he actually made that respawn on the first one, because otherwise he probably may actually. Let's see here. Yeah, he would have been at second place then, ahead of Marseille 9. It would have been close though, but he would have been at second place at least. And not too far behind Riolu either. I mean, depending on how well he would have done on stage 1, of course. We'll never know. Yeah, so far so good here for Voyager. Needs to beat Joy&Ko's time with 4 seconds if he wants to go up third place. This is the last stage. Really got nothing to lose right now, so you should just take risks as much as you can. And it seems like he is doing that right now. Here's the ending. 152.30 by Voyager. And that should be enough. I think so. Yeah, he goes up to third place with that. So good stuff by Voyager. Alright, will this be the winner? Riolu, current leader. And yeah, as long as he avoids respawning, then he will take it as well. Because he is also 4 seconds ahead of Marseille 9. Switching to camera 2. It feels like camera 1 is probably the best way of playing this game, because it feels like the car covers a lot of the screen playing in camera 2, but maybe that's just me. I felt the same in Canyon actually, although I did use camera 2 there. Oh, we'll have to slow down there a bit, but didn't really lose too much time. The world record here is 150.38. So Voyager's time could have been a bit faster. Oh, whoa! Almost flipped there. Yeah, some mistakes here from Riolu, but he might also be driving a bit safer now. Here's standing 150.32. Never mind, that was a good time actually. Shows how much I know about this game. So yeah, very good time there from Riolu, and he is most likely our winner. I don't see Marseille 9 beating the Dedimania record with 4 seconds, so yeah. Riolu is gonna win the ESL Autumn Rally Cup, and Marseille 9 is likely going to take second place. Got 11 seconds ahead of Voyager, so yeah, shouldn't be too hard for Marseille 9. You can even afford respawning twice and still be ahead of Voyager, so maybe he'll try end it off in style by getting first place on the stage at least, because he's not won any stages. Riolu won the first one and also the second one, then Voyager won the third one. Losing his grip there a bit. It's very important that you don't do that. Because in contrast to Stadium, where it's all about drifting, in this game it's all about not drifting. I think there are in some circumstances you want to drift, and of course on off-road you kind of drift automatically, but otherwise I think mostly you want to avoid it, and that's kind of how it is in other Trackmania environments, the older ones, Trackmania Original and Sunrise. The drifting was kind of introduced with Stadium. That's gonna be the end of 152.62 by Mars89, and he is gonna take second place in this cup, but that's the end of it. GG, Riolu will win it and get a ESL award on the website and also some premium. Second place will go to Mars89, will also be rewarded with some premium, and then Voyager was able to pass Joy&Ko on the last stage after Joy&Ko respawn, so Voyager will take third and also get some ESL premium. But that's gonna be it, so thanks everyone for watching, see ya!